So, a normal day of fishing starts as early as 4 a.m. in the morning as the fishermen have to make all the necessary arrangements for the day ahead. The arrangements include gathering all the required equipment, making arrangement for the food, some snacks and everything in between. The journey from city to Mubarak village takes a good 2.5 hours, and once you reach Mubarak village, the place leaves you awestruck with the scenic beauty. The beautiful beach, the picturesque surroundings and the local fishermen all adding to the beauty of an already amazing place. Once you're done appreciating the beauty, the next task is a daunting one and certainly not for the faint-hearted. All the equipment and the persons accompanying have to board a launch which will take them to their original horas. But the task is not easy as the fishermen have to board the launch. Being chest deep in water and with no platform to step on, they literally have to climb onto it. But the misery doesn't end there, as once you're on the launch, along with the umpteen other people waiting to be taken to their respective horas, the launch battles the crest and troughs of the sea and rolls, making the weak-gutted feel sick. Once you have tackled all that and finally onto the hora, and your pet is used to the turbulence, it is finally time to fish. But just before you do that, you need a good spot to fish, where the fish is aplenty. So how do you find a good spot in open waters?
Again, it's a pure experience of the local fishermen. They go out fish so often that they literally know places in the water where the stone is, where the rock is, and where you can find fish. They're so professional, and it's basically the bread and butter, so that definitely they know where the things are.
Once you figure out a good spot to fish, the bait is attached to the fishing rod, all the necessary adjustments made, and the waiting game begins. Once the bait is in the water, the boat crawls around the sea and the fishermen wait patiently, looking for any movement in the rod. You may be lucky to strike within the first few hours, or be unlucky as we were.
It's 3 p.m. in the evening now, and after 8 rigorous hours, we still have not been very lucky with our catch. We are now going back to China Island in search of a big catch. Let's hope luck doesn't elude us this time.
So, devoid of any luck, you roam around the sea, waiting patiently, slowly becoming anxious, still waiting for the fish to strike, moving on from one place to another. But thankfully, luck didn't evade us permanently, as after trolling in the sea for more than 8 hours, we finally hooked up to a catch, and it was a barracuda.
Oh, lovely!
And once we hooked up our first catch, we got a few more, and that too within a short span of time. It was another barracuda in another 30 minutes, and then another within an hour. But yet, the catch we were getting was not big ones, as none of the barracudas we caught were more than 5 kgs. So it was still disappointing for an angler standard, but the experience was very exciting for somebody like me who went fishing for the first time. But in search of a big catch, we trawled some more, and more, and more. And then it was time for yellowfin tunas. Our next catch was a yellowfin tuna, but again a small one. We got a few more yellowfin tunas after that, but still we were not lucky enough to get a big catch. It was finally 5 p.m. and it was time to head back, with a good catch in quantity but not in quality. The disappointment was there. But what was the reason behind? Was there no fish in the water? Were we fishing out of season? Or we were just plain unlucky? Or maybe none of that? There is no doubt the fishing stocks are depleting in the sea. But what can the sport fishermen do about it? There's actually something an angler can do, a thing called fishing for conservation.
Our main focus is conservation. We do not believe, we want to draw a very strong line between commercial fishing and sports fishing. Tied to that is conservation, where we believe you should release the fish beyond a certain bag limit. And this is very much in line with International Game Fish Association. I feel that there is some resistance to conservation. However, we now have almost 3,000 members from Pakistan and abroad. And it is not just about marine fishing or sea fishing. PGFA covers all the way from the trout fisheries of Gilgit to the marine fisheries of Karachi and Balochistan coast.
But will the contribution of these handful anglers be enough to conserve the marine life? Be enough to save the marine ecology? We talk about the issues causing the fishing stocks to deplete and the hardships that these fishermen face, but right after this short break.